Hi Sequels friends! Today we are going to do a fun behind the scenes video where I share with you some of the regular weekly tasks that I do as a part-time reseller. Hi Sequels friends! Welcome back to my channel. It is so awesome to have you here today, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys watched my Vlogvember where I posted a video every single day for the month of November, you know that I really enjoyed the vlog style of videos, and I vowed to do some more vlog style content for you here during the regular Wednesday video drop. That is exactly what we are going to do today. I thought it would be fun to share with you guys some behind the scenes tasks that I have to do on the regular as a part-time reseller. Of course, there is always photographing and listing and thrifting, but today we are going to do some other things such as some cleaning, some restoration, as well as picking and packing some orders. And at the end, I have a fun little mini thrift haul for you. So let's go ahead and get started. We went thrifting the other day and I need to photograph, list, and do a haul, but I have not cleaned everything yet, so I thought I would show you that process. I typically use this OxiClean odor booster. It's a little strong fragrance for me personally, but I find that it does do very well in helping to get the odor out of things, that thrift store smell. So I'm going to throw a little bit of that in the washer. I tend to use a little bit less than the manufacturer recommendation because, like I said, the fragrance is a bit strong for me and it seems to work just fine. I figured halfway through maybe I should put on the light for us. I'm also in my pajamas, so if you happen to notice that with my sleeves. I'm looking over everything before I put it in the washing machine. I'm making sure that that overhead light is on, so hopefully I don't miss anything. In reality, I should probably do this in front of the ring light because, oh, Ragnar decided to jump up. I should do this in front of the ring light because every once in a while I will get something, start photographing it and find a spot that I missed. But everything's already here in the laundry room, so I'm just going to use the overhead today. Checking it all over, front and back, 4 spots, focusing on the chest area where spills happen a lot, as well as the sleeves. Now, if you are a Sequels BFF and you watched last week's Wednesday's video of the thrift haul, you will recognize some of these pieces. And as well, I do believe everything is already listed in my online stores, which are listed below. And this is the exact moment I realized that that button down there was missing, and then checked the button by the collar. If you watch that video, you know I'm going to do a little swap out there to fix this since I missed it when I was at the thrift store. Since this has a lot of embroidery and beadwork on it, I am going to flip it inside out just to protect that precious beadwork. Now, I do know that some things need to be spot treated. This was a shirt from my closet that I was spot treating and then putting up for sale, only to realize that there is a button on the sleeve missing, so I can't actually put it up for sale, but it will be nice and clean when I give it to Goodwill. And that is the OxiClean spray that I use. You do need to let this sit for about 10 minutes, so what I typically do is find all the spots, spray them down, throw it in my washing machine, and then set an alarm to remind myself to turn on the washing machine. How many times have I forgotten that? A lot. But it does need to sit, so maybe you're better than me and try to remember to do that properly. Here is where I should have realized that that button was missing, but I have a safety pin holding it, that little tab together. This is a Bago hat that I picked up. I noticed it looks like it has a little bit of, I can't tell if it was fading of the green onto the cream area, or if it may be the clay mud that we have here in this area. Either way, I figured I'd give it a spray down to see if you know, I could get any of that out. And it did not come out 100% completely, but it does look a million times better. And again, if something doesn't come out completely and I think it's still worth value, which this will be because I only spent $1 on it, I just make sure that I denote that in the pictures so that the customer is well aware. Also, in spots like on eBay where you can put the condition, I usually put it right there as well. eBay is my primary source of reselling platform at the moment. And I do find that when I'm shopping on eBay, that condition area you see before the description, so I do like to fill everything in there. I'm just reminding myself that this needs to sit for 10 minutes and reminding you as well. So we're going to do that, set our alarm, and come back. So now I'm going to check my settings. I usually do heavy. I typically do cold water. I don't want anything to shrink. I usually use the normal setting. Every once in a while, I may use the hand wash setting, depending on, if it's a full load of delicate items. But here I do want to bring to your attention, there is a rinse and a fabric softener rinse, and I typically put it on the 2 rinses for a deep rinse to make sure I get that thrift store smell out. And I also use this feature if I'm sometimes adding vinegar to my wash. I just didn't happen to have any today. I finished up that laundry on Saturday and did nothing for reselling on Sunday, and here we are on Monday, and it is time to photograph these items, get them added to my list perfectly, as well as doing a haul video for you guys. But before I do that, I do need to depill this nightgown. I love this little cute nightgown that you guys saw in Wednesday's haul, but there was some pilling, so I'm just going to get out my handy dandy sweater shaver. Easy peasy, and just rub it across all that pilling. You will notice on my sweater shaver that I did take the guard off. I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like I get a much better depilling when that is off. Just if you do this, do be extra careful because you don't want to accidentally damage your clothing. I was pretty impressed that this depiler went right over that screen print with no problem, and you could see the difference. Now that that's done, let's film a bazillion intros and pick one for our video. Hi Sequels friends, it is time for a haul. Packaging up orders from this weekend. This person in red didn't pay yet, so I went ahead and sent them a message. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to send out today. And I went ahead and, as I do, made my little list of items. So this tells me what tote they're in to go and get them. Now, this necklace is in the jewelry area, and these other 2 things without numbers are right here. So let's grab those real quick. These are 2 things I've just thrifted. They are going to be, or they were going to be in the haul that I'm filming, but you're gonna see just a picture of them because they've already sold. And then over to the closet, to this jewelry box. I think it's this. Yeah, American Eagle. Some more things I have holding for my haul to show you, so I'm just going to move those out of the way real quick and then we'll get to pulling items. All right, number 1, I have a Tommy Bahama top and this Foxcraft stripe top. And there's the Tommy. Number 2, we're looking for a hot pink t-shirt. Number 5, sweatshirt. All right, I have all my items here. I need to get this folded and packaged up so that it's like this, and get this one in its package. And then we'll get to putting them all in their mailing package. This little necklace fell out of its storage bag, so I'm just going to put it back in the little Ziploc bag and wrap it in some tissue paper and add a thank you sticker. And then we'll move on to grabbing the folding board. Not necessary, but it just makes it nice, easy, crisp and clean. And then we'll do a little delinting and get this in a poly bag as well. If you're enjoying this behind the scenes video, consider giving me a like, and why not leave a comment below? And if you're not a Sequels BFF already, go ahead and join the fun and subscribe. Here's the items going out today. This Foxcroft striped top, American Eagle shaky pearl necklace. This item I just picked up, and it is a B Moss vintage Henley thermal tee, sold just within a couple days of listing. This Brew Through tee that came in a thread up DIY t-shirt box. This Tommy Bahama shirt that I got in the Goodwill bins. This is the highest price item that sold this weekend. It is Bon Worth vintage cottagecore grandma collared floral sweatshirt. And then this one sold super quick, just within a couple days of listing as well. Anye always does very well for me, and this is a Anye leather belt. It is a new day, and one of our tasks for today are to clean up these two recently thrifted belts. I am going to use semi-chrome polish to shine up the hardware and buckles. Are there a million and one other products you can use? Absolutely. I just happen to have this on hand, and I find that it works really well for this application. I just dot it all over and rub-a-dub-dub it all in. And as it rubs, my cloth will get dark and the tarnish will come off. What I love about this semi-chrome is it doesn't take off all that beautiful antiquing that you do want to stay, but it does shine up the plain parts. So I have an old dish towel down below to protect my desk, and then I have a microfiber cloth that I just use to rub that polish in. This works extremely well to get the tarnish off, and then also you can take a new spot of your rag that is clean and just rub on it really quick and kind of buff it up and provide a beautiful shine. You can see here already that it's working. Now this belt you guys may recognize from Wednesday's haul video as well. I showed it to you the way it was, and I'm just now getting around to cleaning it. The other belt that's there I'm going to show you later on in the haul portion of this video, and that was an awesome find that I found just the Thursday before this when I was out thrifting. That was at a local Goodwill. I think we were closer to the Arden or Fletcher area with that one. You can already see this thing shining up beautifully, and I'll show you the before and after shortly at the end. Now the leather of the braided belt is in pretty great condition, but I'm just going to hit the spots next to the hardware and the little end with some of the Doc Martens Wonder Balsam. I'm going to put just a very small amount. You do not need a lot of this on there, and then buff it out. Now we're going to move over to this belt, which you can see has a lot of tarnishing all on the buckle. And then there is also, you know, it just looks a little rough around the edges on some of the hardware. So we're going to do the exact same thing, just apply some semi-chrome on it, all over, dot it all over, and then rub-a-dub-dub until we get most of that discoloration off. Do you need to do all this in order to sell belts? Absolutely not. I do like to pride myself on a couple things when it comes to my reselling business, and that is exceptional customer service and making the item, getting it to the condition that I would want it in if I was paying these resale prices for it. That's just what I like to do to make my reselling business maybe a little bit different than some other people's reselling businesses. So if you want to skip this step, by all means skip it. But I do feel like I can ask a little bit higher price for it because this kind of work is already done. Now, look at how good this one turned out. See how it still has a bit of that antiquing around the edge, but it's much, much cleaner. Now, this one I am definitely going to hit up with some of that Doc Martens Wonder Blossom after I shine up the little hardware pieces here. They don't look nearly as tarnished, but I do want to go over everything and get it in like new condition. I mean, I am absolutely in love with this belt. Oh, and right here where the belt is going in and out of the buckle, you can see that there is a little bit of wear there, and that's where this Doc Martens is really going to come in handy. Once you add a little bit of that and buff it out, it is going to look brand new. And again, you'll see at the end of the video in the haul how much I think I can get resell for this belt. After doing this little bit of work, it took me less than 5 minutes. So here's a quick before for you and the after. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this step is worth it? Now that all these things from my Goodwill haul are cleaned and, washed in the washer, cleaned up, I think I'm ready to show you a haul. This hat has some paper in it, so I'm going to pull it out so that you can see the logo. Actually, here's the logo that first caught my eye, and also the fact that it is like a houndstooth tweed. And also, hats are only like $1.50, so I've been perusing them a lot lately. You can see the brand is Gorin Brothers, and it's made in the United Kingdom, so that's what made me interested. It does have the ear flaps. I just folded it in for the picture. You saw this one in my cleanup video. Again, kind of like hats, accessories are really working for me a lot lately, and the buy-in price is pretty cheap at Goodwill. And any belt that is 100% leather and has some embellishments on it is really performing well for me. And this one is so cool because it is reversible. And I like that it's reversible in sections, so you could wear it like this, which would be so fun if you had a black and brown outfit. And then you guys have seen me pick up these oversized kind of 90s style, and everything about this to me looks like Brighton. There is no markings on it that say that it is Brighton. But when I looked up this item number and the word Brighton, I figured out that it is in fact Brighton. And so that is definitely worth the pickup. Probably going to mark it up a little bit more on Etsy. That has been true recently with some of these vintage items. They are going for a better price on Etsy, so I'm just tending to mark them up. Plus, I offer free shipping on Etsy as well. This is just CB Sport, which is just Croft and Barrow. I do not care about the brand on this. All I cared about was that it does look like it's probably 90s Y2K vintage. But look at this. It's a black lab, and the man in the boat, and the marsh, and the cattails. And it is a sweatshirt, and these embroidered sweatshirts, Grandpa Core have been rocking for me, especially on Etsy. Here's another one, same brand, different motif, a lighter color. And look, it's like a Labrador, again, a retriever, the cattails, and the duck, like a duck hunting sweatshirt. So cool. I said if these aren't good, that Brent and I were going to both wear one and go out in it and just keep them for ourselves. This is a Brent pickup. As you guys know, he's been helping me out. He's been researching and doing more things to try to pick his own items, and uniforms do well, so he picked this up. It is a wildfire flame resistant vintage firefighter shirt in a bright yellow with the hook and loop on the pockets and the sleeves. And I was pretty shocked by the retail values. They are kind of all over the place. We listed it high, and Brent gets to make the decisions as to how we mark down and what offers we take on this one. All right, I have real wood floors, you guys, so if you're hearing all that squeaking, I apologize. This is Elizabeth Blair. It is just polyester, but it is a very wearable size medium, and it is made in the USA, 1980s robe. Unfortunately, they charged me $4.99 for this, even though I think it should have been $2.99. But in all fairness, the same day, they didn't charge me for the hat or the belt. I don't know. I was undercharged for the trip. So overall, I made out. It is belted. I love the pink and blue coloration. This would be beautiful to wear not only as a robe in the summer and spring, but also take the belt off and you can wear it as just a kimono layering piece. The hem, unfortunately, did fall out in the wash, but it is all pressed and ready to go, and I just denoted that in the listing. Everything about this piece screams pickup to me. It is vintage. It looks like it's 90s. The brand is MPH. It is a linen blend. Linen blends, either of them do very well for me and are definitely worth the pickup, especially going into spring. Look at this. Beautiful embroidery. It even has some beadwork on it, floral, and it is a knee-length button-down emperor waist, pin tucking, really pretty, and it does have some ties, so you can cinch it in and have a nice silhouette. Boho, cottagecore, gardening, farmer's market. It's hitting so many different people. Well worth the pickup. Last up, this is my pick to compete with Brent's firefighter pick. This is David Brown of California for, I don't know how you say it, it's I.MAGNIN. Really worn tag, you can't even read, but it is in a size medium. It is 1980s. It is a house coat, and I don't know if you're on the same side of TikTok that I am, but house coats are definitely having their day again. Tagged it Mrs. Roper, yes. Tagged it 80s vintage robe, tag tropical, floral. Love the print. It is a zip up robe. And this brand, especially in combination with the other brand, you guys, I was shocked by the comps, and I'm really excited to see if I get anywhere close to what they are. And then also, look, the person's name's in it on this little tag that I couldn't get off. But have you seen one of these name tags in clothing before? I've never seen that. So right now it's still on there because I didn't know how to get it off. But either way, I am here for this. This would also look cute if you had sneakers and a belt and rolled up the sleeves, but also everyday loungewear, house coat, robe, caftan. It's hitting so many marks. And that's it for the Goodwill haul. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you didn't get enough, no worries. I have a whole reselling channel full of fun part-time reseller content for you. So you might as well check out some more behind the scenes videos, and I've linked the playlist for you here. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday with some more reselling content. Take care, friends. Bye.